Page 10, let's begin. We are doing A and B on page 10. Let's begin. A, you have a fraction, both A and B, and the first thing you want to do in both of them is to get rid of the fraction. This doesn't always work, but you don't always necessarily want to do that first, but in these equations, it makes it a lot easier to go ahead and do it first. When you have a fraction and the variable is on the bottom, you definitely want to get rid of the fraction. All right, now let's get rid of the divide by 3. We will do that by multiplying each side by 3. We are no longer dividing by 3, yay. We have x plus 1 equals 7 times 3 is 21. This has gotten a whole lot easier, hasn't it? We will subtract 1 from both sides, and then x equals 20. E, F, and H are all just like A. B, this time we have the variable on the bottom, so we definitely want to undo that. However, I know that is, like our priority, and we want to focus on that. There's one thing we got to do before we can do that. This is our variable term. We've got to isolate the whole term first. Right now we've got a minus 5 over there with it. We can't let the minus 5 hang out with the term. We got to get rid of the minus 5. And we do that using the opposite operation, also known as the inverse operation. The opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. Now we get rid of that, and we get 75 divided by x all by itself. Woohoo. And I meant that with all sincerity. Woo-hoo! 15. Now we are at a point when we could do what we wanted to do from the very beginning. We want to get this x out from underneath the 75. And since I'm the boss, I know how to do it. I'll make it happen. The opposite of divide by x is times x. What we do to one side, we have to also do to the other. We no longer have an x. Uh-oh, what are we gonna do? I lost my x. Now I can't solve it. Oh goodness, what's gonna happen? Oh, there's my x, it's on that side now. Funny how that works. All right, well then I guess we're back in action. We wanna get the x all by itself. So we've got to do the inverse of times 15. Remember, inverse means opposite. The inverse of times 15 is divide by 15. That cancels out, and we have x equals, 15, 30, 45, 60, 5. 5. And also, we can write it like this. And C is like B. That's it for page 10. Lay your eyes on page 11. Right at it. We'll do A, and A is just like F and D. We'll do B, which is like E and H. And we'll do C, which is like nothing else. It's original. Let us begin. I'm going to go ahead and show you both ways to solve this. You choose the way you like better, and that's how you can solve F. First, to the distributive property. 3x plus 9 equals 9. Isolate the variable term. by subtracting 9 from both sides. This is interesting. I get 3x equals 0. Well, I already know if I divide both sides by 3, x equals 0. Now I'll do it the other way. I bet I won't get 0 this time. That's a weird answer. Definitely won't get 0. I'll go ahead and write it. This time I'm going to undo the times 3. And I undo it by dividing both sides by 3. Now I have x plus 3 equals 3. To get x by itself, I subtract 3 from both sides. X equals 0. What do you know? I still got 0. I guess that's because both methods are equally effective and they both will get you the right answer as long as your math is right. So there you go. So you decide how you prefer to do this when you get down to F and G and D. All right, look at B. We have x minus 2 under the fraction bar. Whenever we have all that, I like to rewrite it just because there's not much room to fit that between the B and the problem. So to get rid of the x minus 2, I will multiply both sides by x minus 2. Anytime you have a fraction and you don't want to have a fraction, you just multiply it by whatever on the bottom. Doesn't matter what's on the bottom. It could be, a million terms. If you multiply that by the same million terms, you will get rid of it. All right, so now I have 3, and I have, why is that negative? That's interesting. See, that is an easy mistake to make. I was maybe starting to write a 3, and then I stopped, and then well, anyhow, so 3 x minus 2. I am not going to distribute this time. I'm going to do it this way. We will divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the times 3. You can choose to distribute if you want. That cancels out. So 3 divided by 3 is 1 equals x minus 2. I need to come over here. 1 equals x minus 2. Now I want to get the x by itself, so I will do the inverse of minus 2 and do plus 2 to both sides. 1 plus 2 is 3 equals x. And x equals 3. Finally, let's do C together. Well, like I said, anything that's on the bottom of a fraction, if you want to get rid of it, then you multiply it by that. So, wait. I got a little excited. I saw that and I just wanted to get rid of it because I knew how important it was, but I can't yet, can I? Nope, I cannot do it yet because I haven't isolated the term yet. Whew, almost got carried away. All right, so slow down. First, I have to isolate this term, and I have a plus 8 with it. So the inverse of plus 8 is minus 8. Subtract 8 from both sides. Now I have 4 divided by x equals 2. And now I can multiply this by x. Whew. Would have gotten it wrong had I done it the other way. Multiply both sides times x. Uh-oh. I think I messed up. I got rid of my x. Oh no. What will I do? I found it. I found the x. Once again, I found the x. That's twice now. I thought I'd ruined everything, and yet both times I didn't. You know why? Because I did the math right. That's why. All right, so Now, I want to get the x by itself. The opposite of times 2 is divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And also, there. You've got 5 on this page and then 6 on the other page.